What's up everyone? Today we're diving into Pepe, the frog-themed meme coin that's turned random degenerates into millionaires. But here's what keeps me up at night. Pepe is down 86% from its peak. Is this our shot at millionaire status? Or is it a trap? Today we unpack the frog's wild past, why whales aren't dumping yet, and the exact math on how many tokens you need today to retire rich. But before we get to Pepe, the numbers tell me that many of you who watch are not subscribed. So if you're enjoying this content, hit that subscribe button. It tells us that what we do matters to you. Now, let's get to the frog. This is not a financial advice, always do your own research. Okay, simple question. What is Pepe anyway? Well, it's a meme coin on Ethereum inspired by the old Pepe the Frog internet character created by Matt Furry way back in 2005. The project has no applications, no big plans, no utility. It's just a community hype driving the price. On their website you can see the roadmap and it's so simple. Just vibe and hodl. Now, here's an important thing. Who is the team behind Pepe? Completely anonymous. Although there was drama in August 2023 when photographer Zachary Tester was allegedly doxxed as the founder. But honestly, in true meme coin fashion, nobody really knows for sure. Now, let's check Pepe under the hood and see if its developers can rug pull us. Or in other words, here's what the tokenomics looks like. Pepe has a fixed max supply of 420.69 trillion tokens. All tokens were minted at launch. There's no mining, no staking rewards, zero inflation, and the liquidity provider tokens were burnt at launch, so the developers cannot do a rug pull on this project at least. So that's a big plus if you ask me. But there was controversy in August 2023 when rogue team members allegedly moved $15 million worth of Pepe to exchanges, causing a near 20% price drop. However, since then, the team burned 6.9 trillion tokens worth about $5.5 million to restore confidence. And here's the allocation breakdown. A bit over 93% went straight into the Uniswap liquidity pool. The remaining 6.9%, however, sits in a multi-sig wallet labeled Pepe Sex1 ETH. This is reserved for future exchange listings and liquidity. The good thing about Pepe is that it also has a deflationary mechanism, meaning every transaction burns a small percentage of tokens, gradually reducing supply over time. Pepe is the meme coin that created many crazy stories about how people turned thousands into millions. One of the most famous examples is an early buyer who put roughly $3,000 into Pepe near launch, and at the peak, that bag was worth around $70 to $75 million on paper. This wasn't over a decade either. It happened in well under 2 years, as Pepe exploded from almost zero to a multi-billion-dollar meme. Another story that went viral was a wallet that turned around $25 to $30 into roughly $1 million in just a few days during the first big Pepe pump. The wallet bought an insane amount of cheap tokens when nobody cared, then sold part of the stack as the coin went parabolic, locking in life-changing profit while still sitting on a huge bag. These are the lottery winner level stories that fuel the Pepe legend. Tiny bets, insane timing, and the courage, or madness, to sell into peak hype instead of riding it all the way back down. They're rare, almost impossible to repeat, but they're exactly the kind of screenshots that keep new buyers dreaming that they might be next. Now let's look at the price history of Pepe. The price didn't climb steadily, it exploded instead. The token launched at $4,000 market cap, and in 6 days that number shot up to $150 million. That is over 37,000x. But this was only the beginning. 2 weeks later, the market cap was $1.8 billion. During this time, Pepe got listed on Binance. That caused a pump of 211% in a single day. Wild times in crypto, I would say. But it was not all sunshine and rainbows, guys. After those huge gains, investors started taking profit and the price dropped nearly 90%. And the chart looked like the token was dying for almost a year then. But then, on Valentine's Day 2024, Robinhood EU announced it will list Pepe on their platform and love bombed the price again. Later that year, in November, Robinhood US and Coinbase launched Pepe, and that was another catalyst for the price to skyrocket once more. The coin's total market cap went from $500 million to $11.8 billion at the all-time high. And since then, the price started correcting to the downside, and right now it is at an 86% discount with $1.6 billion market cap. Folks, we're coming to the millionaire math, but before that, let's quickly talk about the big players, the whales, as we know them. They hold over 70% of all Pepe. It is exchanges like Binance and OKX that control most of it. Here's the impressive part though. The whales are not selling. They are buying more, in fact. Every time Pepe sells off, they treat it like a discount. Even after a brutal 75% pullback, late 2025 still saw roughly 30 billion more tokens added. One whale pulled about $2 million worth of Pepe off Binance. That's classic accumulation there. The largest holders have boosted their stacks by about 20% since January, and another moved around $9 million off Coinbase. These aren't people preparing for a collapse, they are positioning for a rebound. So, if the whales are buying and not selling, they must know something, right? They must expect higher prices in order to sell the tokens. That means now might be the perfect time for us to run the math. If we decided to buy today, how many tokens we would need to get so that we retire as millionaires from this frog. Due to the huge supply, the price looks baffling at first, but bear with me. Right now, it is close to 0.50386. And, as is our tradition now, we will do 3 scenarios. First, the bear case. This scenario is if the price gets to the 618 Fibonacci retracement. The market cap here would be at $8 billion, and that would bring us roughly 5x on our investment. The price target would be 0.402, and we would need to put upfront $200,000. Next up is the base case. This is if the price reaches the previous all-time high to form the 11.8 billion market cap. That would be a target price of 0.402825. We would score over 7x on the investment of $137,000 today. And now comes the bull case scenario, where the price goes so high that Pepe equals the market cap of Dogecoin today at $20 billion. In this best case scenario, we will enjoy the 12.5x gain. Imagine this, $80,000 turning into $1 million down the road. But let's be honest here, guys. Pepe is not investing, it's gambling. Zero real use beyond memes. Other meme coins pop up constantly trying to steal the spotlight. Regulators are eyeing these listings on Coinbase, Robinhood. One wrong move and access gets cut. Those millionaires nailed perfect timing on their sales. But the truth? 99% of buyers get wrecked. So only bet money you can afford to lose completely. Let's see what could pump Pepe again though. The whale's buying signals confidence, but it needs Bitcoin bull run, altcoin season, meme season return, and celebrity endorsements like Elon Musk. November 2024 proved retail FOMO by the Robinhood launch, and if hype restarts, those math targets could become reality. So there you have it. Pepe's made real millionaires from pocket change, whales are stacking and not dumping, and the math says 85k today could print 7 figures if the frog flies again. But remember, this is casino chaos, not your 401k. If this breakdown helped you in any way, hit that like button, and if you want more deep dives like this one, subscribe to the channel. Till next time guys, I'll see ya. Ciao.